Oops. Hate when that happens. But on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And this is Lunch, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Here are the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Les.
And this is Jack, and one of my cameras is not coming on for some odd reason today. But welcome to the Hump Day version, or Taco Tuesday version of Lunch.
I'm gonna say you're a day early.
Laz and Jack. Hey, man, I have no idea what day it is. Do you?
I do. It's Taco Tuesday.
But why isn't this camera coming on?
Your stream camera?
Yeah.
Because you're on Zoom.
I know I'm on Zoom, but
Did the kitties mess with it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, he does like humping. Don't we all?
What? What?
Tina says he does like humping.
Yes. Weird. Why is it not turning on?
Well, go double click the source and go in there and disable and re-enable and see if it comes back on.
I'm gotta open up the Logitech sticking software and see if it works that way.
Oh, no, well, you do what you think you need to be done, but
or did
meanwhile,
a kitty step on a button and turn
so
off the USB device?
that could be it.
Well, they all look like they're all on. Which one is it?
Unplug and replug. That usually works for me.
Unplugged and replugged. Weird.
And then
What do you mean?
Then disable and re-enable in
Okay,
Shroud.
Logitech. That camera's in use. That camera now turns on. Weird.
Yeah. But welcome to today's show, boys and girls. While Jack fixes some technical difficulties, it is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Here, inside and outside Shroud Avatar. It's all my fault. It's not the kitty's fault.
Options. Yeah, no, I'll figure it out eventually.
But giveaways are open. And today we do double the
Hey,
streamer
Taco
bundles.
Tuesday edition.
That's right, at the butt and the top of the hour.
Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours.
That's right.
And then get in the hey, I am extremely innocent. Okay, it would be this button. You know that's working. I don't know.
Don't
Slobs doesn't
know.
want to launch this camera.
Did you double click the
Here, let's add a
source
different
and
source. See what
disable
that
it and
does.
re-enable it? Double click the source, disable,
So
re-enable.
Laz, wait, aren't you saying things?
I am. Did
Damn
you
it.
lose audio? Yeah, he's messing with all
I
sorts
just
of
messed
stuff.
up my audio for Discord somehow.
Oh, you're coming through here, so
Back to default for some odd reason.
okay. Default.
Where is add source? Where is video capture device? Add a source.
No, don't add a source. Go to your camera setting, double click it, go to deactivate, reactivate.
That didn't
Sometimes
do
that's all it
anything.
takes. Sometimes it's all it takes.
It didn't do anything.
Okay. No, I tried.
Yeah, well, that's where it's like add new source.
No, not add new source. That's adding a whole
Well,
new
I got
source.
to.
Go to whatever your jack cam is in your sources. You're not adding a new
Hey,
source.
I want to see if I can get it to work,
Well, if it's
but
already a
that's not
source,
working.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not It's not working.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some odd reason, it's not working. But you know what? I have another way to do this. Let's go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way. I have to. Oops, didn't mean to stop video. Video settings.
Just gonna
Where?
grab it off the Zoom camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which means I need to use dual monitors. Okay. Pen to first screen, and then just do it the old school way of capturing the other one. Of course, I did delete it, so that's going to make it more interesting.
Oh yeah. Always interesting here on Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Yeah, shit happens, man.
Yes, but don't forget to open those two topics that I gave you. As once
You
you
mean the
get all
one
that done.
topic?
No, the two topics.
Okay, the second one I didn't have opened.
Well, I know that. That's why.
Hey, man.
We're going to take a little trip back in time here because Knight Rider has been experiencing a conundrum since February. And apparently, he had an issue that they decided to archive his topic before he had a chance to use their own. How did I word that? Did
Feedback? Their own data.
use
Their own
their
data
own
against
data,
them.
yes, to show them that even more so. I think Sanyo even kills himself here today, unfortunately, with the second topic. That's why the second topic becomes
Oh,
important
okay.
after the
Okay.
first topic, because it'll become very self-evident here in just a minute once you're ready to get to today's first topic. And again, we're going back in time a little bit to the original complaint whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on.
That's right. Feces occurs.
Shit happens
The
on
feces says hit
lunch.
the rotary oscillator.
Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and bring that post up. Are we starting again from the original post?
From the top, yes. Everybody gets up to speed.
Gold Clockwork Dragon spawn rate. Can the team please revisit the Gold Dragon spawn rate? Since this was introduced in December, it has been one of my favorite mobs to spar with. Sometime in January, the spawn rate was reduced considerably. I was able to find at least one gold dragon a day, sometimes 2 or 3. Now I'm lucky to find it once a week on regular visits to the breach. It's always exciting to have new beasties introduced to the game, but having one appear in one zone with a very dismal spawn rate is not too cool. We have hundreds of zones, but cannot spread the variety around the game. Things are very discouraging as a higher level player. Aether Dragons go on hiatus for a long time, and the Gold Clockwork spawn is terrible. Black Clockwork, only available at the breach as well on a very low spawn rate. We need some more challenges, please. Can the dev team please add some hard or extreme options to some popular zones, perhaps? Getting bored. Here fast. Yes. And then I have to re-add my webcam on this one as well. Damn it. I'll do that later. Yeah, you only get to look at me during the on my stream once. CC +1. Rinaldi. It does seem the Gold Clockwork Clocky spawn rate has decreased compared to when it was initially produced. I kind of like that some spawns and loot drops are rare, but for me, it makes the hunt more challenging and more enticing, and the reward more satisfying. However, when the spawn rate or drop rate is extremely low, the challenging hunt can become a frustrating, boring grind. It may be hard to find universally acceptable compromise between challenging rare and frustrating rare. I have an idea that may help with this issue. Add 2 new loot items to the treasure maps system, perhaps to hopefully upcoming higher tier treasure maps. Those new loot items would be rare potions that last 3 real life days. 1 potion would increase the spawn rate of rare creatures in any zone, something like the potion of a lure creature. The other potion would increase the drop rate of rare items from any creature, perhaps 2 to 3 times the drop rate, something like the potion of bountiful loot. These potions would offer several potential benefits. Ooh. Because these potions would be consumable, you would need to continue doing treasure maps to replenish your potion supply. Thus, it would create a long-lasting interest in treasure map system as it stands now. Once you get all the unique treasure maps loops, there's not much incentive to go on more treasure maps. Remember, the treasure map system was only the first iteration?
The only iteration.
The only iteration.
Yeah.
The potions could be used to help maintain interest in hunting those rare creatures and rare drops, giving some additional hope for those who may be getting frustrated with the standard low spawn drop rate. People could hunt for multiple different rare spawns drops while the potions are active. The potions could be used simultaneously to give the optimal chance to score a rare. However, if multiple people in the same party had the same potion active, the effect on spawn drop. Where was I at? The effect spawn would not be additive, i.e. the max spawn rate drop would be the equivalent of a single potion regardless of how many people in the party had the potion active. When in a party, the potion of bountiful loot may increase the drop rate for a party as a whole, but the loot roll is still unchanged. So the loot does not go preferentially to the potion with the potion active. Yay. Shroud math. In order to make sure these potions do not tip the scale too much toward the avatar, the potions should be rare loot items, or perhaps include some type of debuff. You know, like ultimately you're still grinding for a rare potion in order to help you grind slightly less for a different rare item. But if the potions are not account bound, then they can be traded or sold, which could, for a price, help reduce the grind for rare spawns and loot. Nothing should be account bound. Nothing whatsoever.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah. Account bound things are fucking stupid. I don't know. It was just thought to give more spice to the hunt for rares. I don't know if it's possible if players want to change something like this, but tossing it out there for discussing. And Knight Rider with very interesting concept, Rinaldi. I like it. But the spawn rate is just too low, period, on Goldie Gold. Still no love for gold. Can we get an uptick on spawn rate, please? Knight Rider requesting an RNG check on gold on Clockwork spawn rate, please. My odds must be 1 in 1,000 now. Perhaps I've been banned from hunting Mr. Goldie. No sightings in over 2 weeks, and I practically live at the breach. I love Goldie. Sanyo. No one has changed the spawn rate for the gold Clockwork Dragons. The rates are the same as the day they went live. Calf. My assumption is either you got some great random rolls when they launched or lousy random rolls after that, or most likely a mix of both. Should we bring up a little chart, Laz?
Well, yeah. Finish this up. This is
okay,
and then we'll
as far as
then we'll bring up the reality of the situation that he never got a chance to actually post to use their own data against them. Yes,
because something has changed. The appearance of aether creatures are lined up with the appearance of the two-tailed comet. The timing of the two-tailed comet is meant to roughly match Gamescom timing. Each year, this cycle starts around May 27th and peaks around August 27th. It is disabled around November 27th. Yes, we're aware of.
So it peaks. Why does it peak? Is something changed during that time, or
no?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's like the aether creatures are around for those dates. And this is intentional. Some NPCs are bound to be rare. And then this was posted yesterday, 223. A bunch of comments were yesterday and March and February. But we need to look at the data now.
Yes, let's look at the data. They were introduced in November 2023.
And then, boom, skyrockets to 50, then to 60 appearances all the way in January. There was a patch on the server to where February only 25 appeared, 30 in March, and
Jack,
so far
would you do the honors, please?
10. Oh, yes.
Would you come out and swing the big old ban hammer?
It is gone.
Did you get the right person?
Whoops. I did not get the right person. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, lonely girl. Hold on. Now I need to go back and how do I unban? Oopsies. I banned a lonely e-girl.
I didn't even see a lonely e-girl sitting there.
It was joined, unbanned. There. Sorry about that, lonely e-girl. But yes, only 10 halfway through the month so far have spawned. That's some nice statistics there, right?
Well, again, the point is that the spawn rate skyrockets into January, and then into February it takes a pitfall. Into March takes a little uptick, and then down into April it takes a nosedive back down to nearly nothing where it started. So
yes,
at least two different data points here, we can see that there is something wrong with the RNG, and you're not telling me that people aren't out hunting this thing. And the nosedive in April doesn't take for account RNG at all, not with this number, especially with the numbers back in January. December and January data points are extremely high, and it's been well known that when they initially put something in, they put something in with a little higher number, and then they usually adjust it, which looks like it was adjusted in January, and then it took a nosedive. Um, so, taking into account that nobody messes with the RNG or anything like that, why don't we move on to the next topic to see whether that's
Oh,
as truthful as it sounds. From
yes.
Janzik in Wyverns in the Well of Ador.
First two attack waves are untamable. Um, Wyverns in the Well of Wilder, the first two attack waves are untamable. Newer wyverns in the first two waves can be targeted, but when you trying to tame them, the tame creature icon button is grayed out. All but one of the wyverns were untamable. I was accompanied by Flair, also a tamer, which experienced the same bug, but also unable to tame the majority of the wyverns in the first two waves. It seems that the third and following waves of wyverns, however, are tameable. The process was repeated several times for testing, but more testing may be necessary.
Might be necessary. Or maybe
Yes.
we're dicking with things. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
Maybe. Maybe. Um, Unable to determine if LOS is an issue, gear was checked and rechecked for operator error. All parties had viable taming necklaces and taming collars. Wyvern targeted were in fact tameable creatures under normal circumstances if they have been tamed many times previously. I typically have a theory, but this one has me puzzled. No clue what's happening here. Go there and attempt to tame a wyvern in the first two wave attacks.
Now, remember, he said that at least one wyvern was tameable in those first two wave attacks. But we don't change anything, right? Let's see what Sanyo has to say here.
Yeah. All of the wyverns in that wave battle were initially normal wyverns, but at a long way back, about half of them were converted to wave battle versions that have slightly different rules, different experience, etc. I suspect you're unable to tame the wave battle versions, and the normal wyverns interspersed in the waves are still working as normal.
Yeah. Why do we have wave battle versus normal? What? Where was the announcement on the addition of wave battle non-tameable
I don't
creatures? When was this introduced in patch notes? Because I don't recall ever seeing anything like this. Do you?
know. No, I do not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yes.
Did not think so. Yeah. And again, we don't change anything. We don't mess with RNG. But oh, by the way, a long while back, Sanyo, I gotta say that's not looking good at this point. Instead of just taking a look at the gold dragon and saying we didn't do nothing, again, maybe if you had had this graph in front of you, which I'm going to put up one more time here and I'll drag this over. And you see what's happened since December and January and what the rate is. You would take a hard look at this, and we're going to encourage anybody who may watch this to have a talk about this in your next staff meeting and take a hard look at this because the numbers don't lie. And again, this isn't something that somebody's just come up with. This comes from your own API. This comes from your info directly. This is the information that you guys have passed out and opened up to the public so the public can track this stuff. And the tracking of this stuff says something's fucked up. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Something's not right in Denmark. And we had this peak in January, and you're telling me that everybody got really great RNG rolls, in December and January, and then ever since then, it's come down to next to nothing over the last 4 months.
Yeah,
find that
and
very hard to swallow.
as Tina says, obviously the solution is to close the API.
Yes, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So,
people pointing out the data inconsistencies
yes.
have no idea what they're talking about.
Because we supplied the data, but the data is not right, so
Yeah.
we'll just close the API. Right. Yes.
Yeah. And if you want to access that data, it's shroudedtheavatar.net.
Thanks, Sean.
And thank Sean. And there you can see the API monster stats. You can go through and you can like search for like gold. Or actually, let's look for the black dragon.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get there.
Okay.
Let's get the shroudedtheavatar.net.
And there's three different versions: the ancient black dragon tier 10, ancient black dragon tier 15.
Well, first off, what are we looking for?
Black dragon.
Yeah, but you looking for monster stats? Or are you looking for what are your actual?
That's where I went to monster stats.
Okay, so monster
Because
stats.
I want to see which one we're really looking for.
So there's the ancient black dragon. There's the black dragon.
Yeah.
There's tier 15 and a tier 10.
Yeah,
So
I just did
let's
the
start
normal
with the black dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, looks like back in 2021, the beginning of the year, there was a real big spike.
Yeah, where 700 of them were killed.
Yeah, 705, and as of this month, only 25.
25.
Yeah. And he's spawning in several different locations,
Yes.
not just one. So let's do the gold dragon.
Well, let's do the tier 10 black dragon.
Okay, hold on.
First.
Right. Okay, so
And
the tier 10
that
black
one's
dragon.
That's out in Mistrinder and Gloom.
Yeah, and that looks pretty
That looks
normal.
like
up, down, up, down, up,
different
down,
hunt-
up, down, up, down. I mean, that looks pretty random number generated compared to the other ones. Good days, bad days, good days, bad days. But again, if you're looking over the last,
we're looking for the black clockwork.
Okay, so we can do that.
Black clock. And I am not seeing the black clockwork dragon. So we're just gonna have to search for.
Let's try clockwork
it's the
dragon.
blackened. It's blackened clockwork dragon.
Oh, there's blackened. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, blackened clockwork dragon.
Search. Okay, so I have to do that.
But that one's got the same massive spike in January, and then just drop down to
historically
26 deaths
it
in
was
April.
pretty low, and then shoots up in January and then back down.
Yeah.
So what's going on in January to cause these data spikes to spike up? Is it more players playing during the holiday? I don't know so much, but let's look at the gold
I think
clockwork.
they tweaked the Shroud math as far as the spawn rates go.
And here's the gold clockwork dragon, and this is the exact
same.
Yeah.
So far through this month, we only have 11 spawns. Which is
11 deaths.
The same number after it was initially released.
So actually, I got 12 of the initial release.
12 at the initial release and 11 this so
Yeah.
far this month. But you remember, the initial release is the final couple of days before the end of the month.
Yeah. But it spiked up to, what was the spike here? 60 in January, 50 in December, and then just nosedives the rest of the time. Yeah. February 26, March 30, and then April, which we're halfway through the month, 11. So again, this is all. Yes, this is at the breach. It's the only place the gold is spawning is at the breach. You can actually see that too. Whereas the
Yeah.
and the black clockwork. If we go back, blackens. Let's do that again.
Okay. You want the blackened?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
the
you have to sing
blackened,
the song.
the blackened clockwork dragon also in the breach. The only place. And Knight Rider, you've got the most kills of that blackened dragon. That's not true. Anonymous has got 908, but as a name, that's probably everybody
Named
total
character.
anonymous. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got 154
Yes.
kills on that one yourself.
Yep.
So I mean, you're taking that puppy down quite. They took my dragons
Yeah.
away. So yeah. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Again, you should have thrown that graph in on your initial posting. But now that it's archived again, I would start a new topic of all the clockworks and throw the graphs in and see what they've got to say about that. I mean, that's just me. Of course, if I were to
Yeah.
post it, it would just get ignored. If he was to post it, it would just get ignored. You probably have a better chance of getting ignored as well, but it is what it is.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Yes. I mean, it Shroud math. That's all I got to say.
Yes.
Shroud math.
But you know what? We got to do some of our own Shroud math by pulling a couple of streamer bundles. And don't forget, it is Taco Tuesday, so time for us to close those bundles out and pick ourselves some wieners.
Moobot.
And we've
Giveaways.
got Knight Rider getting one and Andrew Night Owl getting the other.
Okay.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Andrew Night Owl got mine. So the
Andrew's
good
right
thing
here
about
on the
that
lot.
is I just get to trade him
Yeah.
and say, congratulations, Andrew, on that streamer bundle. And don't forget, if you want Steam keys, tip either one of us 300 bits.
Knight
And we'll
Rider
get you a
in
random
game.
Steam key.
Let's get Andrew.
Yeah,
his
and
first.
Tina's like, historically, they're more likely to listen to you more than me. No, they're not likely to listen to Laz or myself.
Yes.
Look how long it took them to address heritage items. Over 2 years. We were bitching about it from the beginning. And it was only when someone went through and actually looked at the data as to how much stuff is actually being done with it.
Yeah. Well, again, I had a conversation with somebody and said, "How much money are you guys actually making from packaging and reselling?" And the question was, "I don't know." I said, "Well, maybe we should find the answer to that question out." And that's when they finally went and took a look at the numbers and realized they weren't making any money from it. And again, it took a little while, took a little conversations back and forth.
It took them a long time to realize that
because
our statements were accurate.
Yeah. Sometimes we actually do know what we're talking about. And in case in point, is data points like their own APIs that show things like this, or statements that just get made that we don't change anything, and then in the next sentence on another post, oh, we changed that, but we didn't
A
tell
while
anybody.
back.
Yeah, but we didn't tell anybody about that.
Yeah. We shroud math the shroud math at some point in time, but we're not going to tell you when we
Yeah,
change the shroud math.
yeah. Now, do you have? I don't know if I gave you this one. Yesterday's East Reach Cap from Conjurer Dragon.
Uh, hold
Was,
on, hold
was
on.
that
No.
was that one? I don't think I gave you that one.
Uh, mm,
Oh, here it is. Just I don't think.
no.
Yeah, because
Yeah, you gave me lots of crap yesterday, but none of that.
yeah, we still have lots of crap to go through. But
We still have lots of crap.
these were just stuff I come across, and of course that
Yes.
piques my interest more than the other crap. So I pushed them up front. Yeah.
That's all good. But yesterday's East Reach Gap question by Conjurer, I've got a few new questions. During East Reach Gap, when I started to die more often, I changed to using a water elemental, and being busy, never noticed what she was doing. According to Chat Log Analyzer, my water elemental provided healing to other party members. Until now, I thought my summoned water elemental would only heal me or do his water arrow attack. The names are mostly those of summons of other players. Does the water elemental heal itself, me, and summons, or of other players but not other players? Or could they simply have been a full health and not needed a healing? Good question from Frost. Never used one myself. I'm curious to see what the answer is. They would actually have to tell you what the AI algorithm is doing as far as what's the precedent of what takes priority. And that would be something that, hey, you know what? They would actually have to turn around and actually allow users to set the priority on different things. Like, hey, priority healing other party members, priority healing your master, priority healing pets.
Yeah,
Because it
well,
is your
again,
summon.
he's coming again out of the chat logs, and as you can see,
Yes.
like
Yes.
Herbert's actually a character, but the
Yes.
healing numbers that this water elemental is doing is off the freaking chain. Lloyd's Bank,
Well,
three thousand three
that is
hundred
a
and thirty-seven for a pet to heal.
that would be the total healing that it provided, not in one shot.
Well, that's not the way it's presented to me.
According to Chat Log Analyzer,
Okay.
my water elemental provided healing to other party members.
Okay.
Healing
So
provided. I am reading that as the totals that it provided for
okay,
the
I
Chat
got
Log
you.
Analyzer.
I got you.
Yes.
Still, that's a lot of damn healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Especially if you
and
could have
they
used
could have
all
been there for
those
like
points.
10 hours though.
Right, but you could have used all those points yourself, is what I'm saying, instead of
Yes.
being where this other place is. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Somebody
Someone
new?
running back and forth. Isara Izar Togita,
Yeah,
who's a member of the Edge Runners.
yeah, he's already on my friends list. I already have him.
He's running the edges, man. Because he really enjoyed Cyberpunk. Yes. And did he just wave and say hi?
Yeah, it looked like
Oh,
it.
now he's taking pictures of us. He's taking pictures. He's running the camera for us. Yes. Or the Ridge Runners.
Yeah.
He might be listening because he does have the Ether headphones on.
Yeah, let's
Or watching
see.
us.
Yeah, we actually have people using the radio today, so
Okay.
always good to see people listening to the radio show and they can't watch us live and they can listen live, which is always a good thing. That's why we do the radio thing. Whether you all use it or not, I still run it. Most of the time, we got just a handful of people, but there's more people today than normal, which is good to see. I can always see the numbers. So good
It's
to
got
see.
something.
But
Yes. Don't
yes,
forget exclamation mark bundle me, exclamation mark I love free shit.
someone has
Because
to
I only
run the
have two
camera.
two
That's
in
right.
two in my bundles on my stream.
Yeah, that's all I got right now. So stays that way. You two are
Oh.
wieners. Eh,
Oh,
And
yes. Did I forget to do 2 giveaways earlier? Yes, I did. Damn it.
did you not do
I
two?
got to do 3.
I even mentioned. I even said, we got to pull two.
Well, I got work that I'm doing as well,
Come on,
so
it's Tuesday. You should have this shit down by now, buddy. Come on
man,
now.
didn't I begin the show by saying it was hump day?
Well, yeah, good point. Good point. You're so
Uh,
confused. I'm so confused.
yeah, I have no idea what day of the week it is. Yes.
Anyway, if anybody could provide some insight on that water elemental, feel free to share your experiences. Feel free to share screenshots or just drop us a line here in Discord or, let us know
Yes.
what your experiences are with that because we don't know. I don't use a water elemental. I use shit to kill stuff, and I leave
Well,
it up
you
to
use the
the
what's
nightmares.
the flaming horse? Yes, the nightmare.
Nightmares, that's right.
Whereas I can pull out my water elemental named Squirt.
Do I even have
But
the water
yes.
elemental? Let me see. Did I ever do water? Let's go to adventuring.
Wait,
Uh,
thank you for using those 4-letter words again. Which 4-letter words? We use
yeah.
lots of 4-letter words.
Yeah, see, I don't even have a single point in water. Nothing.
Oh, you have nothing in water?
Not
Okay.
not a single friggin' point. Nope.
Yeah.
Not a point. Water is the only one I don't have a point in too, which is surprising. I've got points and everything else. Like 90 in sun. I got 128 in earth. Oh no, I don't have anything in
Yeah.
chaos either. So sorry. Water and
Yeah,
chaos. Yeah.
I have 718 points in water, but mine is all in earth and in life.
Yeah, no, I went live. I even stopped with death because they screwed death magic, but don't get me started on that. As
Hey, I've
yeah.
got 13 death. I've got more chaos magic than I do than death magic.
Yeah.
But my taming has 2 points, man. The default 2 points. I am not a
So
tamer.
yeah, that's where I've got the most.
Yeah.
1920 in my taming, which yeah, again is because I am a tamer. And then of course the
Yes.
second highest is tactics. Third highest is bard, believe it or not, for me.
Your third
Because
highest is bard?
believe it or not, yeah, I
Well,
got
so my highest is actually life, then bard, then
my
art ranged.
my bard is even higher than my life and my range, believe it or not.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why is my range? That's really weird because shit, I'm 140, 100s, 100s,
Well,
120, 119.
it's probably because the number of skills.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's just more skills in bard.
Yeah. 4,
And then
7,
tactics,
9,
I
11.
could really max out tactics if I did all this other stuff, but I only went with the important stuff
Yeah.
down here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The-
My trees are so unused for a bunch of things, but hey,
yeah.
Shroud, where you
I
can
went after
GM
the
every
yeah.
single skill and every single tree until it becomes to the specialization. Then you only get to choose 2.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Tina, don't even start with offhand, man. Offhand used to be so awesome. I used to love the dual wield setup until they screwed the pooch on that one as well.
They
And
shroud mathed it.
oh yeah, big time. I mean, you used to have a really great with the dual wield, and then if you used like smoldering shiv with two daggers, man, you were
Yes.
like almost invincible. Using that offhand
Yes.
attack with smoldering shiv, it's just like, yeah, stab, 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 you're dead. Yeah.
Well, I would really like to see like poisons really being meaningful. Then like the cures have to be like commiserate with the poison level. Then like, do you remember deadly poison in UO?
Oh, it was
You walk
deadly.
up deadly poison somebody, they didn't cure it within a couple of seconds, they were dead. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like
I remember, yeah, having the deadly poison arrows was my favorite. Yeah.
they didn't have deadly poison arrows when I was playing UO,
Oh
so
well, I had them
that
where
that
I
may have been
played.
a thing that on your private shard
Yeah,
only.
or
But yeah, I mean,
maybe they were bolts. I forget, but
yeah,
crossbow.
and leaving exploding chests. The
Well,
skill
see,
system in UO
yeah.
is so much better developed than Shroud.
Trapping lock boxes and chests
Yeah.
was always great.
Yes.
Yes.
Becoming a murderer just by dropping trapped chests all over Britain.
But
Yes.
let's get to a topic which I'm still scratching. Esther says you need bleachers. Now,
Uh,
bleachers are too big for the slot, by the way. Just so you know.
well,
That's why we have.
there, there's all kinds of things. I mean, remember we were actually supposed to have a stage that we would actually be able to
There was supposed to be a
set
theater
it
we
up
were
to
supposed
where,
to be able to
yeah,
rent
a
out.
theater.
Yes.
Yes, there's supposed to be all kinds of things, and that theater was talked about in like release 3 that they were going to have a theater system.
But Janzik
Yeah.
has a conundrum, and I don't quite understand why on this one. I really don't, Janzik. And uh, but taming a new pet over current pet when current pet,
When
uh,
dies during combat.
yes.
2 weeks ago in the Twin Foothills,
Why?
I don't know, used an old taming necklace which at present had a grand old boar stored on it. Boar was summoned and buffed for combat, engaged an Obsidian Destroyer in combat with the boar. Obsidian Destroyer killed Boar seconds before the Obsidian Destroyer was tamed onto the same taming necklace as the previous, now dead, grand old boar. Boar's corpse was still present on the ground, and the Obsidian Destroyer now stored on previously used necklace. Next appears the countdown timer to resurrect the dead boar, which is no longer stored on the necklace. Unable to summon newly tamed Obsidian Destroyer because game registers avatar is having another pet active but dead on the ground. Numerous attempts made to resurrect the boar, which indicate a 100% chance for success, and Shroud math all attempts completed but with null results. No notification of success or failure. Boar still dead, corpse on ground. Numerous attempts made to summon the Obsidian Destroyer. No success. No success removing necklace from the character sheet. Paper doll. Resurrecting the previous dead boar pet or summoning new Obsidian Destroyer. Continued mining and harvesting area for 10 minutes, waiting for Boar's death resurrection timer to end. Timer reached 0, then began counting backwards in negative numbers. Oh, Shroud math. Exited area after timer reached negative 300 and continued counting upon entering new scene. Ability to summon newly tamed Obsidian Destroyer restored. That's some
Okay.
Shroud math. What do you think,
Okay.
Laz?
Well, yeah. First off, um, trying to use your taming necklace again. If you have a taming necklace with a pet on it, okay, and overriding the necklace, quite possible. Trying to overwrite the necklace while your pet is out active in combat,
And
I
dead.
No. First off, just out in combat. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
trying to use that pet in combat while overriding the necklace. First off, there's the first mistake. Second mistake, uh, of course, yeah, your pet died, and apparently he succeeded in the tame right after the pet died, which went, fuck you. Taming necklace is now null and void because there's already a dead pet attached to this necklace, even though we said you
Well,
tame.
he did be able to re to summon the newly tamed Obsidian Destroyer, but he had to leave the scene
No,
and go
he
into a new
wasn't
scene.
able to.
Upon entering new scene, ability to summon newly tamed Obsidian Destroyer restored.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I,
so
I,
so
I
you
missed
missed
that.
that part
Yeah,
of it. After it
yeah,
counted to negative 300.
yeah. So he had to leave the scene, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. First off, I don't suggest using the current pet on a taming necklace to do
Yeah.
that. Second off, you know, you've blatantly had a big enough party with Mom and Timmy and
Timmy
Modi,
and
yeah, out there with you. So
Janzik.
yeah,
Yeah.
Flair, Janzik was the tamer. So Flair could have
Oh
been
yeah.
running. Because Flair's another tamer. Flair could have been running
Yes.
interference with another big pet while you were doing the taming of the other one instead of using your pet. But yeah, I mean, why would you be
It was
using
Shroud
your
Mouth.
tech pet, the attached pet to attack while you're trying to overwrite the collar? That now
Yeah.
apparently again after leaving, I missed that part. The newly trained Obsidian
Yes.
Destroyer. Now I can understand, uh, wanting to upgrade from the one that he was using, the Grand Old Boar, to the Obsidian Destroyer. That makes a lot of sense because a bigger, better, fighter compared to the
Stuff.
previous one.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend trying to
Mm,
do it A while it's out and in use, and B in use and in combat. I just that makes absolutely no sense, dude. Why would you even
Hey, hey,
attempt
hey.
that? Now I
I
understand
have
you
no idea.
pulled it off after changing scenes, and it was it righted the wrong. But you know, uh, I would never attempt to overwrite it while the pet was active in the world.
Stymie with the interesting comment. I just got home. Can you start all over again?
Who? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
Stymie.
In about 9 minutes, you can just go do the VOD on Twitch. I mean, come on, buddy. Yeah, hold on. Let's yeah, hold on. We'll do this. We'll start all over.
All right. Quiet on the set.
Wait, hold on, hold on. I got to change the scene to the NBNN
Yeah.
logo. Yes. Oh wait, that's Baldur's Gate 3. I can trash that scene finally. We
Yeah.
haven't played that in a while. There. And now my camera is gone again. So yeah, blah blah blah.
And Cabazon
Okay.
on Lot is agreeing with us. He says you can use your own pet to override it, but as a solo, it's cool. Laz has great advice. If you have a nice party, uh.
Yeah. They should be running interference, and that pet should have never
Yeah.
died. So
Well, the pet shouldn't have been out in the first place when you're trying to overwrite a taming necklace. First off,
yeah,
why overwrite the taming necklace? Just get a fresh fucking necklace, dude. And it's not like I mean, not like they're hard. I mean, hell,
yes,
let's see, how many taming necklaces do I carry on me at any given time? I don't know. I've got
me
40,
none.
47 taming collars on me. Necklaces, that's a different story. Sorry. Yeah, right now I don't have any necklaces on me because when I'm taming, I carry them. When I'm not taming, I don't carry them. And then when I'm trading in horses, for those of you who don't know, uh, Yeah, you know that there's two different types of necklaces. Come on down here, Jack. Come on down here. We're going to take a quick field trip before we wrap this up.
Oh man. Okay. Got to go jump over the wall,
Yes.
or wait for you to open the gate for me.
Either way, wait for me to open the gate, jump the wall, whichever you feel like doing today. Or we're going
Well,
down to the
since
general
I got a
store.
late start.
And he'll just come breezing through the gate behind me. There you go. And we're
Got to
going
wait for it
right,
to clear my head.
yeah, going right down to the corner by this teleporter here because this is one of those other things I complain about right here at the barrel. You'll notice I have several bags sitting on top of this barrel.
Yes.
And let me get down here where we can read them. One is taming necklaces regular, one is good necklaces, and one is tame creatures. So the good necklaces are actually the crafted necklaces that you actually have to craft, have a durability of either 50 or 100 when they're crafted, compared to the ones that you can buy out in the newbie areas, which have a durability of 10. And also supposedly have a
When's the last time you broke a taming necklace, Laz?
well, see, here's the kicker. I used it.
And what happens if a taming necklace gets to 0 durability?
I don't know, but see,
Does
I
any gear
use
actually get destroyed in Shroud?
sometimes, very rarely. But
Rarely.
when you have these wooden
But
taming necklaces, the cheap ones, I use these ones to tame horses. Okay, and then when you use them and you turn them into our buddy down here, Knob, you can only have one taming necklace on you at a time when you're using the cheap
yeah,
versions compared to the good versions. If you have the good versions on you, you can carry as many as you want, tame as many as you want, but these cost silver and other uh, commodities to make, whereas these you can buy dirt cheap off a vendor. And when you turn these in, even though it's a pain in the ass, and then as you can see in my tame creatures, I have just a shitload of tame creatures that I keep here. But even having one that has a tamed creature on it will screw your chances of redeeming one to turn it into make it into a regular horse, whether it be a bay
yes.
horse, a palomino horse, or a buckskin horse. Okay, but you know they're so easy to get a hold of. Again, you get a -10 tame creature range, a -10 tame creature cast time, and a +30 tame creature cooldown on the necklace. But after you do that, I don't know if that stays with those debuffs, because once you got the tame creature, it's tamed, And I can't really say, do I have any? Uh, uh, duh, duh,
You
duh,
got
duh.
necklaces.
Yeah, like I have one that says rideable mounts for sale here. That's a 10. Cali is a 10. What is this one? Let me just see here.
Ooh.
Let me just see what this is, since summoning. Let's see what this summons. Yeah,
A
so
horse.
it summons the horse, but it still has a -10 creature range, a -10 cast, and a minus cooldown. But if you've got the creature tamed on it, that really doesn't make any difference. Once you have a creature tamed to this necklace, so it really doesn't make a difference, especially if you have good taming. That you know the debuffs don't hurt you once you have a creature tamed. Uh,
Would you like some quick input?
sure,
Sure, go for it.
that's stymie.
When you're using a creature to fight and to tame,
Right?
I find the best thing to do is to go and get massive crocs, and when you do that, you can use those to fight legendary crocs, and
Okay.
then while they're fighting, you can tame the legendary croc, it's not going to attack you because it's attacking the massive. And then you overwrite the massive. So now you overwrite the massive to now you have a legendary. Now you can use that legendary to fight almost anything in the game, and it'll maintain that aggro while you're trying to tame. Say you're trying to tame a red snarler, you can stick the legendary croc on the red snarler. The red snarler will stay on the legendary croc because it has the aggro, while you stick back and try to tame the red snarler. Once you're successful, then the red snarler overwrites the legendary croc, and voila, you have the creature you want.
Right. Now,
Nice.
see, I've found the easier solution for that, which is bring another tamer and have him use his pet while you're free to do it unencumbered, and all the aggro is on him and his pet.
It's that's another way to do it.
Well,
The way I
that's
explain it is you
that's
don't
been
need
the
somebody else.
easiest way I found. Now if you're doing it solo, I'll give you props on if you're just doing it solo. But I found that it's much easier for a pair of tamers to go out and do a job compared to a solo tamer. And I will actually absolutely agree with you when it comes to keeping that aggro, because otherwise you got to find a way to um, keep the creature you're trying to tame from attacking you. And usually, um, there's something that you can use, whether it be a tree or something like that, where you can sort of duck behind, and it'll still be aggroed on you, but it won't be able to physically get to you if you set it up right. But
I don't know, but it is
yeah,
time for us to get out of
I
here
know. I just looking at the time,
because
and
I
I'm
don't
going,
tame. But Bubbles, Tina, or Tina's won my Steam key. Bubbles, Andrew
yep.
Night Out, and Tina won the Moobot. The Steam, not
All
Steam
right.
key,
I'm
the streamer bundle.
streamer bundles, and I'm going to pull my streamer bundles. And Tina and Andrew are the winners of this round. Congratulations. So, Andrew, you're standing right in front of the bundles.
And do you happen to know Bubbles 04's in-game name?
I do not. That's one I'm
Oh,
not familiar
Bubbles.
with.
It's just Bubbles.
Just
Hi,
Bubbles. There you
Bubbles.
go. And
Okay.
Andrew, there you go.
Bubbles.
Tina, I'll get you yours in a minute. And we're going to go ahead and pull ourselves a mystery game key.
There you go.
And actually, I'm going to pull that from over here because I have, no, I have the wrong thing open there. I'm going to come over to my keys over here because I have interrogation, you will be deceived, is going to be the game, and I'm closing the giveaways and picking the winner. It better not be Tina. Tina,
Oh, Tina.
fucker. Yeah, no, that's
Tina won 2 streamer bundles and 2
yeah. Let's
game
see.
keys today. So
That's
congratulations.
one that I had to replace for Tina because he's already got it. So I was
Hey,
trying to
hey,
give her
hey.
away. But we'll go over here and go for monorail stories. I
Okay.
doubt you have this one, and of course, if you've got it, you let me know. Monorail stories, and monorail stories is currently $5 on Steam. Let's see if that's correct. As we click on
Dun,
it and
dun,
go, come
dun.
on. And yeah, it's currently $5, retail price $15. So congratulations, Tina, on the win. And of course, thank you all for joining us. We will be back with more tomorrow on the real hump day, right here on
Yes.
NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz,
I'm Jack.
and we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody.
Over.
We'll see you all tomorrow.